Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Friday, March 22nd. Yesterday's video, if you guys watched, we began unboxing the $287 storage unit I purchased in Mukilteo. We found all kinds of great stuff. The biggest item that we uncovered dollar-wise was probably this $350 magnifier. They are selling for $350 brand new. We have yet to do inventory on ours to see if it's all there, but if it's all there and it's going for $350, that's probably one of the biggest score of the unit so far. We also found some clothing and a little power generator. Had a guitar in there, a keyboard. Not sure if I showed you guys the keyboard yet. It had a guitar, keyboard, a bike, all kinds of bike stuff, helmets and pumps and everything. We found some phones. We found an iPad. All kinds of running stuff, some running gear. It turns out it was a woman's unit. I thought it was a men's unit, but it appears to be a woman's unit. And she had some sort of a cooking to-go pop-up, and was good. Finding all kinds of food-related items, all kind of a box of good food, canned food that we put away in the pantry. If you can watch yesterday's video, you'll see all of it. Today we're going to get into some more unboxing. But first we gotta sit down and see what's sold. And later in the video we're gonna open this box and see what's in it. It's kind of a little mystery box. We still have some shoes and some hats that need to be listed today. I took photos of those, so those are ready to go. First we're gonna fuel up. I'm gonna have a little bit of lunch, and then we're gonna get busy working. We're gonna see what's sold out of the big store. So just a little bit of an update. It looks like we're up to 325 subscribers. 2 new subscribers joined yesterday, so I want to thank those people for joining. Welcome on the adventure. We do storage cleanouts. We're in the middle of one right now, so hopefully we'll find some fun stuff for you guys to enjoy. So here's a look at the chart. In order to be monetized, we need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. We're at 325 and 1495, so we still got a long ways to go, but we're approaching halfway. So I want to thank everybody for helping me get this far. Alright, lunch is complete. Let's see what sold out of the big store today. Looks like we had 4 sales for $51.64. $51.64 for 4 sales. Let's see what sold. First item sold for $16.22. It's a Firethorn brown pocket dress shirt size extra large. Keyword polyester. Second item sold for $13.37. It's the Da Vinci Code Blu-ray movie film starring Tom Hanks. It's the extended cut 2-disc set. Third item sold for $10.80. It's a small Hollister Surf Open blue crewneck t-shirt, short sleeve, men's, keyword cotton. Finally, the fourth item that sold for $11.25. It's an Imperial Headwear red WSU baseball hat, one size fits all strap back cap. Alright, my mouse struggled through that, but we got through it. 4 orders. We're going to go find those orders and pack those up and get some shipping labels on them, get them ready to go out to the customer. Alright, through the magic of video there, they appear 4 orders ready for shipping labels. Let's do it. Alright, we got 4 more orders ready for the tote. 1, 2, 3, and number 4. It's filling up nicely. Alright, now that those orders are filled, I thought it would be time to get into this mystery box I showed you earlier. Let's get into it and see what it is. Alright, here it is. It's coming to us from Vacaville, California. Vacaville? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Let's get into this and see what we got. Alright, you may have guessed it, another hat lot. Let's get these out and see what we got in today's order. Alright, for those of you who are new to the channel, I do a bit of online arbitrage. I'll buy online, buy some lots online. I've been doing hat lots lately, and that's what this is. It's a hat lot I purchased. Let's see, I bought it for, I think it was $20, and with the purpose of relisting it online to make some additional money. Let's see what we got. This is the original listing I'll show you, and then we'll get into what they look like in person. Alright, here's the original listing. Yeah, I paid $20.43. That brings these hats down to $1.57 per hat. $1.57 per hat, which is a pretty good buy cost. Let's see what we got for $1.57 per hat. We'll go through these and give you a look. Looks like there's the title was Trucker Hats and Baseball Hats, lot of 13. Cleaning out Grandpa Closet. No, Grandpa House. That's what it says. Cleaning out Grandpa's house. So you see some Dale Earnhardt, some Chevy, all kinds of good stuff. So we'll get into it and see what they look like in person. So again, we paid $1.57 per hat, which is a great buy cost. You sell one of these hats for 20 bucks, and that pays for the whole lot, and then the rest of what you sell is pure profit. That's kind of the way I think about these. Let's see if we have a $20 hat in this. Grandpa's Closet. I didn't remember it to be Grandpa's Closet, but looks like these all came from the same guy. Let's see what his collection consisted of. Here's a look at the first 9 hats. This was kind of the nicer one. Interesting Dale Earnhardt with the GM Goodwrench Service Racing, a little racer number 3. Not in perfect condition, but could be a vintage hat. Let's see, the tag is a Chase Authentics. A nice snapback. Does have a little bit of sweat stain on the inside there, but pretty interesting hat nonetheless for those Dale Earnhardt fans. This is kind of fun, a little Scooby-Doo hat. I like this one. The graphic on it is pretty cool. Again, it looks to be Grandpa's hats are probably all vintage, I'd imagine here. But let's see, Jegs High Performance. This is kind of an interesting yellow and black hat. It looks to be pretty clean. One size, made in China, and it's a snapback. Over here we have kind of a trucker style vented hat. Boco Williams Discovery. So maybe a lot of these came from, he's into space travel, I guess, or he went down there to Florida and saw some of those take off. Here's a nice Chevy hat. Unfortunately, it's a little stained at the base here, a little sweat stain. We might try to get that out. Could come out if we scrub it enough. It is definitely a vintage hat. It's on the Nissan tag. So nice vintage trucker style snapback. And then there were 4 of these. I couldn't tell if this is like the New England Patriots logo or some sort of space travel, but you got 4 of them. It might have been something that they brought home from visiting a space launch in Florida or something for a souvenir type hat. There's 4 of them, so we could list 2 in each store, and that would be good. Let's see, we got 4 more to go. Alright, the first one of the last 4 is this. It's a Proud to be an American, kind of a patriotic hat, blue colorway with the red, white, and blue on front. It's a strap back. So that's the first one. And then down here we have this one. It's a kind of a toasted vintage hat. It's missing the foam on the inside. Appears to have disintegrated. AMS it says on front. So trucker style that doesn't have the foam. Nice snapback though. Someone might want that for a wall hanger, but it doesn't hold form very well. And then these 2, I'm not sure this what this logo is, but they're the same logo. It looks like RDR. I want to say it's some sort of spirit, but we can look that up. Do a Google image search and see what they RDR stands for. Something Red Rooster, I want to say, but it is a vintage hat and it is in pretty good condition. Both of them are. This one is the vintage trucker style and the other one is not, but RDR, let's look that up and see what it is. Alright, we did a quick search of RDR. It looks like it's not Red Dead Redemption, it's not Red Rooster, it is Rey de Reyes, a Western cowboy hat maker. Rey de Reyes is the name, and RDR, that's what that stands for, I guess. Western hat maker. So that's what we've got there. A couple ball caps from a Western hat maker. So here's a little Google image search of some of these hats. They look to be pretty high-end cowboy hats. So something to think about. So it's always right. It's always a good idea to use the right keywords. So Rey de Reyes, we'll definitely want to put that in there when we list that hat, and maybe some of those cowboy hat makers will pick up a baseball hat to go along with their cowboy hats. If he is famous enough, those should sell in no time. There it is, 13 hats for $20.47. All came packed in one little box. So we'll get those aired out a little, clean them up a little, and get them ready to be listed, put them in the photo station, and we'll start working through these. We'll definitely make profit on this lot. Like we said, just $1.47 we paid per hat. You can't go wrong at that price point. But I'm not really seeing any big money hats, but this Dale Earnhardt's pretty nice. That one always tends to sell. There's a lot of Dale Earnhardt NASCAR fans. And this one is kind of interesting because it has the GM Goodwrench Service Racing logo on there as well. You don't see that as often. And the checkerboard number 3 logo on the front bill there. So pretty cool vintage Earnhardt hat. I like that one. Of course, Scooby-Doo was also pretty cool, I must say. So what do you guys think? What was your favorite hat in this hat lot? Did you have a favorite? Put it in the comments and let me know. Right, so now that we got those hats opened up and in the photo station ready to be photographed and listed, I've got them sitting here. I did pull a couple of boxes from the garage, brought them inside where it's a little bit warmer so we could go through them. Continue the unboxing of the $287 Mukilteo unit. I've got them sitting here. Let me show you. The 2 boxes we're going to go through. Here's yesterday's big find, a Pebble magnifier. This is a brand Pebble. This thing is worth $350 brand new. 2 solds at $350 and $349. We're not sure how much ours is worth, but we'll get into some research on that and decide a little later. But first, let's get into these boxes and see what we got. First thing we saw was this Port West reflective sweatshirt. It has the reflective striping on it. It does have a few stains, but it is a nice work sweatshirt. We could wash that up, see if the stains come out, but it could definitely be used as a nice work sweatshirt when you need to be seen in the dark. Always nice to have one of those around. Size extra large, so we could definitely sell that to a construction worker or somebody of that nature. Alright, we got to the bottom of box number 1. Let me show you what we found in it. There was a lot of recyclables, but we found some nice good paper. We could use that. This appears to be some sunglass case or something. A couple batteries, a couple AA's. We could always use those. This is a little wine cork, right? It's corkscrew. We have some sort of Samsung remote here, so we'll keep that just in case. A little walkie-talkie. This is says PTT, so I'm not sure. We'll have to see if that works or if there's a match to it. A little phone charger. There's a mouse here, a little mouse for computer. A box of 500 toothpicks. There's a nice tape measure here, so we can always use another tape measure. This is one of those, what do you call it, little speaker box here. It plays music. You can turn it up and down. So we got one of those. And over here we got a pair of glasses, some nice pens, and a couple notepads, and a little puzzle. So that's what we have here. There was also an envelope here. I'll reuse that. Ship something out in an envelope. We could always use that as a reseller. So that is box number 1. Alright, so not a lot of value in that one. The speaker probably and the walkie-talkie thing is probably worth the most amount of money in there, I guess. And we're going to get into that other box though. I'm going to recycle the recyclables, and then we'll unload the second box and see if we have any better luck with it. There it is, box number 2. We'll get this stuff recycled, and then we'll get into it. But not a bad little haul for one little box. Alright, box number 2 appears to be the bathroom box. We got some a shaver here, a razor, and looks like some hair gel, some mouthwash, some hydrogen peroxide, some Colgate Optic White. We got some cotton swabs here, and there was a little hair kit here with some bands, a brush, and then some tools. We got an at-home marijuana drug test. There might be one left in there, and some floss, some AIM floss picks. What was this? This was leave-in conditioning cream. And then finally, this was probably the most exciting one, a little bag full of jewelry. Let's see if you can see this. Pretty nice little watch. Doesn't appear to be anything high-end, but there was also this jewelry here. Let's get it turned around the right way. You can get a look at it. So some jewelry. We'll bring that to my mom, have her look at it. This little heart with the diamonds or jewels in there might be something. But we'll have her look at it and let you guys know if we got anything good out of there. If that's a heart with a bunch of diamonds, man, that would be worth a lot, but I'm doubting it is. Probably some costume jewelry, most likely. There it is, the contents of 2 more boxes. We're getting into this unit, we're getting into the bathroom stuff, everything. Tools, puzzles, stationery. So far no big money finds, but we're gonna keep searching. We're gonna grab another box from the garage and see what else we can find. Not totally happy with those 2 little boxes, but they were just little ones, so we did get a few little items out of there that we could probably list and make a few bucks off of, but we're gonna keep searching. We got into this big box yesterday. You guys saw most of the contents that were in that one. I'm not seeing anything major in the bottom there that we need to really dig out, but one missing sock maybe, but nothing. There's a Ford manual in here, so these can always be worth something if it's in there. Someone wants the manual to their car and they lost theirs. We'll have an extra one here. What is it? It's a Ford, obviously. Ford Fusion, 2019 Ford Fusion. So we got a manual for a Ford Fusion in there. We could always post that up and list it ready to sell. Let's see if we get some items out of here. Is a dirty mask, Knott's Berry Farm keychain, and this is a little box cutter, so we could always use an extra box cutter around. So this was kind of cool. Also in the bottom of that box was this a little circular thing with an S and a flower on there. You pop this, it opens up, and it's a little mirror. There you go. You guys see me? I'm in there somewhere. So a double-sided little mirror for makeup. I'd take it. So a little compact. Keep yourself looking right. It closes and it has the little S on there. So pretty cool. Alright, we've moved the big box down there and we're going to get into this one. This one's been chewed up a little. It's a little rough for wear. Look around this corner here. Pretty rough looking tote, but in it smells really good. So I think there's some candles or something in here. This smells really good. So I'm sitting here enjoying this smell for a second. But I think I'm going to bring this one inside where it's a little warmer. And we'll dig into it like those other 2 boxes. See what we got. See what that good smell is. We got the 2 boxes compiled into 1 box. We're going to put this stuff away. Leave the jewelry for Mom. We'll probably use this stuff. Paper we can use. The rest of it we'll decide what we want to do with. Let's get into this one. This is the next box we want to get into and see what we got. I do see some more reflective gear on here, and like I said, these candles, we can take these candles out. I see one of them here. What is this one? Caribbean Oasis. That's what smells so good, that Caribbean Oasis. There's a couple more, so we'll get these out and we'll take a closer look at what they are and how they smell. Get a sniff or 2, and then we'll get into this box a little deeper, this tote, and see what it turns up. There might be some good stuff in here, who knows. Alright, we've got to the bottom of the tote. Let me show you what we found in this one. We do have this scale here. It does work. I stepped on it and it is working, as you can see. I weigh 162 pounds. And just lightweight. We had these 2 candles. These 2 are pretty much empty. Cozy Cashmere Mush and Cozy Hand. That's where those two have been used up. But these 2, this is a Cocoa Butter Cashmere. That one's still got a little bit left in it. And this one is ready to go. This is the Caribbean Oasis. I think that's the one that smells so good. Let's get it open and see if that's the one. Yeah, there it is. Look at, nice and full. A good wick on there. Yeah, that smells good. So we'll probably use that one, or maybe give it to my mom. We'll see what we want to do. But there was also this little knick-knack. Can't really see what it says there. It's in cursive and very small. So and then a couple little decorative soaps here. This one with the shell in it, and then this one with the flowers and stuff. So that was the first batch. So in addition to the candles were all this reflective gear, some sort of uniform for some job they had, I imagine. But all kinds of yellow, a vest, looks like this is a pair of pants, a rain type pants, and then 2 jackets in here. One line, Stingley I think is the brand. So nice construction type gear. So that's not a bad little tote. That construction coats and pants and stuff, that stuff's all expensive stuff when you buy it brand new. So we'll get that washed up and cleaned up and looking as good as possible, and we can definitely post that and make some money off it. I'm guessing, you know, those jackets were upwards of $100. We might look to move them quick at a lower price point, but jackets and pants, reflective gear, that's all good news. And that tote is definitely worth a little bit of money. Plus we get that nice candle to make things smell a little bit better. So here's a better look at these reflective jackets. This one is actually a Port West, that's the brand. It's an extra large, kind of a longer jacket. It has pockets down here and stuff too. And then this one was the Tingly, size 2XL on that one. This one appears to have a little bit more wear to it. Zippers appear to be all there and functional, so this one is definitely a nicer jacket. Probably would be more like $100 jacket. This one maybe, you know, $30 maybe. We could take a little bit less for that one, but definitely two nice jackets. All right, we're slowly getting through this unit bag by bag, box by box. We got another bag here to go through. Let me show you. Kind of a cool bag. It says, "You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine." Of course, on the top of that bag was this hard hat with a little peace sign on it. Pretty cool. So they definitely had the full uniform, the hard hat, all the reflective gear. They were into doing some hard work. So we're going to get into this one. We'll pull this out and see what we got in here. So it looks like that bag is filled with all kinds of supplies for their pop-up food service. They did some sort of cooking on the side and had some pop-ups that they were doing around town. So that's what it is, supplies for serving food, all kinds of bags and goods like that, permits and stuff like that. So not too exciting. I'll probably refrain from showing you guys that stuff since it has all their personal information on it. But a little pop-up food shop. So they would do pop-ups at events and stuff. So that's what it was. Not sure what I'm going to do with that, but we'll decide at a later date. Alright, I think I'm going to take a little break from the unboxing, get back to work. I'm a little bit bummed out when a business like that goes under. You know, you see them working hard to put that business together, and you see all the supplies there, and I get a bag full of supplies. You know, as an entrepreneur, it kind of gets to me, you know, but not all businesses make it, you know. You got to work hard if you want to succeed. So I'm going to take a lesson from that and get back to work, do some listing, do some relisting, and hopefully keep my business running, right? Alright, while we were cleaning those boxes out, doing the unboxing, there were a couple orders that snuck into the big store. Let me show you guys what sold. One of them was a pair of Air Jordans for over $100. Let's take a look. There you see it, 2 orders for $147.18. $147.18 for just 2 orders. Let's see what sold. First item sold for $19.92. It's a John Deere black and orange adult baseball hat, one size fits all snapback, from Pasco, Spokane area. So if I remember correctly, that hat was part of 8 John Deere hats that I bought. I think one of them paid for the entire lot, if I remember correctly. Didn't pay too much for those 8 hats. And so every John Deere hat we sell from here on out off of that lot will be pure profit. That sale pays for the unit, kind of what I've been doing with these hats. One hat pays for the lot, and then the rest of it is profit. So the rest of those John Deeres, once they sell, that's money in the bank. The other item that sold for $127.26. It's a pair of size 10.5 Jordan 1 Retro High OG G8 RD basketball shoes, Gatorade Blue. Model number AJ5997485. So these were a nice pair of Jordans. They did have a signature on the heel. The Jordan collection that I bought had that on most of the Jordans. Some of them it said RIP Crazy C. Kind of a tribute to a buddy of his that passed away, I guess. So these are the Gatorade Blue, 10.5, size 44.5 European. So nice looking pair of Jordans. Those will go out ASAP. Alright, a couple labels. Let's get these orders out. Alright, it's a little after 5 o'clock now. I think I'm going to log into the small store, see if we had any sales out of the small store, and then take these orders to the post office. Got to drop those Jordans off at FedEx. Those goes FedEx with the authenticity guarantee. So that's on the agenda for this afternoon. Might try to stop at Lake Pad and get a nice run in, Friday night run, and take a few moments for gratitude. But today's been a busy one. We've got into that storage unit. Hopefully you guys like some of those finds. We haven't had anything big, found anything big yet, but some good money. Those jackets were pretty nice, those reflective jackets. We should be able to make a decent amount of money off of that stuff. Get those construction clothes washed up and listed, and those should lead to a quick sale. Alright, we logged into the small store. Looks like we had 2 orders in the small store, and I just accepted another one. Sold a Nordstrom shirt. Someone made me a $20 offer. I took it. So let me show you what 2 items sold. There you see it, 2 orders for $35.28. $35.28 for 2 orders. Let's see what sold. First item sold for $21.76. It's a Knives 1989 9th annual edition. Today's Knives, technical developments and designs. Kind of a magazine with all kinds of fun information about knives. So coming all the way back from 1989. So these do sell. If you find one out there in the wild, they do sell. The other item sold for $13.52. It's a Spokane Chiefs hockey blue and red strap back adult baseball hat cap, 100% cotton. So Spokane Chiefs hockey, didn't know they had a team, but this one sold. So I'm gonna go grab those 2 items from inventory, add them to the tote, and get them ready to drop off at the post office. So it looks like payment came in for that Nordstrom shirt. This one sold for $22.05. So I'm gonna go grab that one, add it to the list of outgoing merchandise, get a shipping label on it, and add it to the tote. Alright, here comes that label for this Nordstrom dress shirt. Get this one on the tote and ready for the post office. Alright, we got those Air Jordans over there packed up, and we got a tote here almost clearly full. Let's add 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna take these to the post office and get them dropped off. Alright, I got my orders dropped off at the post office. Dropped off those Jordans at Office Max. They take the FedEx packages there. And then I swung over to the Goodwill. I did buy a few things. I spent a little over $40. Let me show you what I got. $40.10. This was the big buy. These were a pair of Sims boots, size 14. So these big boots. Sims is a great sell-through rate. I looked them up. The demand is greater than the supply, which is what you want. So hopefully those will be a quick sale. I'll price them ready to sell. I paid $19.99 for them, but they're in good condition. I think they're like for fishing or something. They have the felted bottoms like that, but in good condition. Not a steel toe, I don't think, but a pretty hard toe. Maybe it's steel, I don't know. And then we got some hats. These were all on sale, $5 and less. Well, there's one that wasn't, but this was $4.99, 30% off. A little Stranger Things trucker style snapback. This was a Switzerland hat, $6.99 and 30% off. Pretty cool. And this one was a Nike swoosh. This is actually a fitted Legacy 91 style fitted hat with the blue swoosh on it. And I paid up for that one, paid $4.99. And then this is a black hat that has a little love insignia. Can you guys see that? It says love right there on it. So I couldn't pass that one up. It was 30% off of $4.99 too, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 30% off of $4.99. So 4 quick hats and a nice pair of Sims boots, size 14. So now I got 2 stacks of nice hats to list this weekend. Well, mostly Saturday. Sunday we have a running event. The Snohomish Running Company has another event, the Milltown Marathon down south. So I'm going to be photographing that on Sunday. But we'll get some hats up this weekend, and hopefully the sales will pick up a little and continue. Those Jordan sales always help when those flow in. So I try to get a few more Jordans listed this weekend also, maybe. Got to get through what I have photographed already, but we'll get to it and we'll get that stuff online, and hopefully it will lead to a few more sales. Alright, as you can see, we made it here to Lake Patton. We're going to get our miles in, get that 2.6 miles around Lake Patton. Then we'll come back and we'll share a few moments of gratitude. Head home and continue with the work. The work has yet begun. We'll continue on, have some dinner, and hopefully get a few more listings up tonight. We got some hats. We got some fresh hats today too, so building our little hat inventory. We got to get some of that stuff online. So I got to continue with the listing, although I am focusing on unboxing, getting into that unit and uncovering everything that we got. I have yet to get into that that suitcase. I was hoping to do that today. I did peek in there. It is look like there's some clothes in there, but we haven't gone through it completely. I'll get into it and show you guys that probably tomorrow. So come on back for that one. But let's get our miles in today. I'm going to hit that trail and get this accomplished. It is raining a little bit out there. A light sprinkle, so it won't melt me, but we'll get into it, get in some rain, and get our way around the lake and return shortly. Just look at those boots, big old size 14s, fishing boots. They got the little fish right here on the heel. Pretty cool little pair of boots. Alright, we made it, another successful 2.6 around Lake Padden. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 today. Felt pretty good out there, a nice brisk run. It didn't rain, it was just a little light sprinkle. A pretty good day for a run. The trails were pretty empty, so it was just you and that fresh air out there, which is kind of nice sometimes. All the hustle and bustle kind of gets to me after a while, but spring is here. The weather has not turned around yet. I think we had one day prior to the 20th. The 19th was nice, and then the rains came back, and it's been a little gloomy, but that sunshine will return soon. Maybe Sunday for the big race, the Snowmash Running Company's Milltown Marathon on Sunday. Not too late to sign up for that one. I think they got a 10K half marathon and a full marathon, so choose your poison and get out there and get some exercise in. So while I was running out there today, I was thinking about a couple things. I was thinking about you know, how you only have so much light to give, only so much time to give the universe, right? A lot of times, you know, these big stars, they do interviews with sunglasses on because they don't want the cameras to steal their soul, right? There's a superstition that says the camera steals a little bit of your soul, and that's why they wear those glasses to protect them. I don't know if I believe in all that, but I think you do only have a certain amount of light and only a certain amount of energy to give each day to whatever your endeavor is. And you have to choose wisely where you want to spend that time. So I was thinking about this dinner. I went to dinner with some friends, and the brother of the gal that we were having dinner with asked, you know, have you had your 15 minutes of fame? He actually asked my wife, and you know, she said no. And then I said, well, what about that little video you recorded for your work and da-da-da. She was the lead of this video promoting leadership or something, and they had a big theme to it, and you know, it was a big project for her, and you know, she had her little minute, you know, maybe it was a 5-minute video. It wasn't 15 minutes, but it was a little moment of fame among her peers. You know, everybody watched it and enjoyed it and laughed and giggled, and it was a moment, you know. And then he told a story about a time he was a manager for a racing team, and they were in Hawaii, and Michael Jordan was about ready to tee off, and he was waiting for one. There was a foursome, and one was missing, and he was invited to tee off with Michael Jordan. And so that was his little story about 15 minutes of fame, a little moment with a celebrity like that. You know, you get that little glimmer of light. And some people shine bright, right? They get that fame for hours and years and decades. If you're Michael Jordan, you know, a lifetime. You hear about Deion Sanders, you know, he's over at Colorado, the head coach, and they say he doesn't do house visits for recruiting anymore. You know, he doesn't have to. People come to him. His light shines so bright, they want to play for him. And, you know, it must be a blessing to have such a, built up such a following and have such a fan base that you get that kind of adoration. And, you know, I think about light and how you can achieve it. You know, I see... you know, it's not necessarily what you're focusing on. You know, I might be focusing on being a great eBay or a great reseller, you know, and I've had, you know, $100,000 I made in 1 year when it was going really well. You know, and there's only a small percentage of people who reach that height of reselling. You know, there's only, you know, probably 1%. And then things change, you know, eBay changes things, you know, the business moves home, and, you know, those years are gone, and now we're in the lean years. We're trying to build back, and you know, the light is not shining as bright. So long story short, the battery's running dead. I think you just have to be grateful for the light that you have, the light you shine every day. Be grateful that you have the opportunity to share it in the platform that you are given, whether it be, reselling, YouTubing, whatever it may be for you. Choose to shine bright as you can each day. Each day is not going to be, filled with glorious light. You're going to have your down days. But be grateful that you have that energy in you every day and you have a little something to give the universe. So I guess that's our moment of gratitude for the day. I'm going to head home, pop in a new battery, and we'll continue on with this video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little moment of gratitude. Take a second to think about what you're grateful for and maybe speak it into the universe. Alright, it's about 9:30 right now. Just got home, got showered up, I had some dinner, and now I listed a couple hats. Gonna get the third hat up and then probably call an end to the vlog. I did post a gratitude video, a separate gratitude video for the little 5-minute segment I did at Lake Padden. So hopefully you guys enjoy those little segments. I keep them in as part of the original vlog, but I also post them separately. So if you guys like those, you can always look for the gratitude folder and watch those separately. But these vlogs are the main focus right now. We're going to continue unboxing that $287 Mukilteo unit tomorrow. We got that suitcase to go through. We're going to see what's in it. I know there was some clothes in it like I mentioned earlier, so hopefully we got some brand name stuff in that suitcase. The other stuff wasn't very brand centered, so we'll see what we got and get into it tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know. Man, it seems like the later it gets, the less my mouth and my brain connect. They just don't want to join the party, but we'll call an end to this video. I want to thank you guys for watching this one to the very end. We'll get a good night's sleep, wake up, and hopefully they'll be connected and ready to talk to you guys in the morning. We got some more work to do. We got a bunch of hats, a couple new hats that we added today. So we'll get some of those hats listed. Keep on the hat train, getting that stuff, making some good hat sales. So we'll keep focusing on that a little bit, as well as those Air Jordans. Those $100 sales, when those roll in, those are really nice to kind of pad the profits. So we'll get into the stack of those again and post up a few more pairs of Air Jordans. They've been selling pretty regularly, so we gotta keep listing them. That's a good sign of things to come. But thanks again for watching this one. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.